if you can cut off the head, then you can paralyze the body. And so the attack is now launched to cut off the head, the Khilafah. It begins as a philosophical attack, which we spoke of the first lecture here tonight. No, the one on alcohol. And that is that you use I'm going to use a long word now, you use an epistemology, that knowledge comes only from external observation and rational inquiry, to take mankind to materialism. But there is no reality beyond material reality. And then you apply that to political thought. And so out of philosophical materialism emerges a new political philosophy. What does it say? Since there is no reality beyond material reality, we can no longer collectively recognize sovereignty up there, so sovereignty must now be relocated down here. The people are now sovereign, no longer the God of Ibrahim alayhi salam. And the people constitute the state, and they locate sovereignty in the state. So the state is now sovereign. This is a European creation. It didn't come out of the world of Islam. Oh no. Not only is the state sovereign, but the authority of the state is supreme. And it is the state which now makes law. And the law of the state is the highest law, the supreme law. But more than that, the God of Abraham alayhi salam could make something haram. But we, the state, can change that and make it halal, meaning legalize it. If I am wrong, get up and correct me. Get up and correct me. We can change it and make it halal, meaning legalize it. And that is what Europe proceeded to do. Everything that Allah had made haram, they made it halal. There's nothing left now. When they declared that sovereignty belonged to them, not to Allah, that was shirk. It was shirk for Fir'aun, it is shirk for them. When they declared that the authority of the state is supreme, that was shirk. When they declared in Articles 24 and 25 of the Charter of the United Nations Organization, which I believe the Republic of Iran has not read as yet. When they declared in Articles 24 and 25 of the Charter of the United Nations, which the Republic of Iran, the Islamic Republic of Iran has not as yet read, what they declare? That the authority of the Supreme Council of the United Nations, is that what it's called? Security Council, Security Council. That the Security Council of the United Nations is vested with supreme authority in the world, in all matters pertaining to international peace and security. That was shirk. When they declared that the law of the secular state is the highest law, that was shirk. And when they declared halal what Allah made haram, meaning when they legalized what Allah made haram, that was shirk. Surah At-Tawbah of the Quran, بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم اتخذوا أخبارهم ورهبانهم أربابا من دون الله. They took their priests and their rabbis as arbab, lords and gods beside Allah. وَالْمَسِيحَ ابْنَ مَرْيَمَ, and they did the same thing with the Messiah, the son of Mary. وَمَا أُمِرُوا إِلَّا يَعْبُدُوا إِلَهًا وَاحِدًا, but they had not been commanded other than to worship one God. La ilaha illahu, there is no God beside him. Subhanahu, glory be to him. Amma yushrikun. Far removed is he from this act of shirk, taking your priests and your rabbis as gods and lords beside Allah. Shirk, says Allah. A man came to the Prophet ﷺ and said, O Messenger of Allah, but the Christians do not worship their priests, and the Jews do not worship their rabbis. How could Allah say so? To which the Prophet ﷺ replied, and he said, did they not make halal what Allah had made haram? That is their shirk. My question tonight, Lakemba, is this. If the priest and the rabbi make halal what Allah made haram, and that is shirk, then if the government does the same thing, would it not be shirk? You're very quiet tonight, aren't you, Lakemba? Yeah? And so, what Europe did is to launch the philosophical and political attack before the military attack, to produce that which can replace the Khilafah. And then they sent their agents, you remember, Jassasa, in the Tamim al-Dari hadith, they sent their spies to infiltrate Istanbul and to create what were called the Young Turks, the committee of whatever it was called, in whose group was located a man named Mustafa Kemal, and brainwash them into absorbing and imbibing and accepting the new political secularism which emerged out of Europe. Jazakallah. Jazakallah khair.